If you're over 70 or approaching that milestone and feel like happiness is slipping away, stay with me until the end. I'm about to share 12 powerful daily habits that truly happy women, like myself, embrace to live with joy, purpose, and peace. Some of these may surprise you, and a few might even change the way you see your life. Society often paints a picture of aging as a time of loss. Less energy, fewer opportunities, and a shrinking social circle. But what if I told you that this phase of life could be the most fulfilling, the most freeing? The key isn't in chasing after what was, but in embracing what is and making the most of every single day. Before we dive in, if you're ready to reclaim joy and wisdom in your golden years, tap that like button. And I want to hear from you. What's one thing that brings you happiness each day? Leave a comment below and share your secret to joy. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more tips for a life filled with laughter, purpose, and fulfillment. Now, let's get started. 1. Start the day with gratitude. Before my feet even touch the floor in the morning, I take a moment to practice gratitude. This isn't just a habit. It's the foundation of my day and the secret to staying happy well into my 70s. The moment I open my eyes, I think of 3 things I'm grateful for. They don't have to be grand gestures or life-changing events. Sometimes, it's as simple as being thankful for the warmth of my blanket, the quiet stillness of the morning, or the fresh scent of coffee brewing in the kitchen. These small moments of gratitude accumulate, creating a well of positivity and calm that carries me through the day. Focusing on gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about retraining your brain to seek out the good in every situation. And let me tell you, in our golden years, there is always something to appreciate. Maybe it's the kindness of a neighbor, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the laughter of your grandchildren over the phone. These little things add up, shifting your perspective and making every day feel a little brighter. Science backs this up. Studies show that practicing gratitude improves mental health, reduces stress, and even helps you sleep better. I've seen it in my own life. When I start my mornings with a sense of peace and appreciation, everything else falls into place. So, before you start your day, take a moment to recognize what's good in your life. It's a small shift that makes a world of difference. 2. Enjoy a meaningful morning ritual. There is nothing more powerful than a morning ritual to set the tone for the rest of the day. For me, it's my favorite cup of tea, brewed just the way I like it, piping hot with a touch of honey. I take it to my favorite chair by the window, where I can sit quietly and watch the birds flit through the yard or listen to the gentle rustling of the trees. That moment of stillness fills me with a sense of calm and clarity before the day begins. Morning rituals look different for everyone. Maybe yours is a slow walk in the crisp morning air, a few gentle stretches to awaken your body, reading a chapter of a good book, or simply savoring the quiet before the world stirs to life. The key is that it should be something that brings you comfort and allows you to focus on yourself before the demands of the day pull you in different directions. A ritual like this acts as an anchor, grounding you in a sense of stability, no matter what life brings. It's a time to connect with yourself and the world around you, a sacred pause before the day unfolds. And let's be honest, at this stage in life, haven't we earned the right to a peaceful, nourishing moment just for ourselves? So ask yourself, what is one thing you can do each morning that feels like a gift to your soul? Because that small moment of joy can make all the difference. If you're still watching this video and find these insights valuable, comment 1 below to let me know you're here, walking this journey with us toward a healthier, more meaningful life. Thank you for your precious time, and remember, every step you take today brings you closer to a happier, more fulfilling life. 3. Get outside for fresh air. It might sound simple, but stepping outside every day is truly life-changing. Whether it's a slow walk around the block, sitting on the porch with a warm cup of tea, or tending to the flowers in the garden, the fresh air works wonders for both the body and mind. There's something about feeling the sun on your skin, hearing birds chirping in the trees, or catching the scent of fresh grass that instantly grounds you in the present moment. And in those quiet moments, all the little worries seem to fade away. Science backs this up. Just 20 minutes outdoors can significantly boost your mood, lower stress levels, and improve overall well-being. Sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, which is essential for bone health and immune function. More importantly, being outside reminds you that the world is still vibrant and full of beauty, no matter your age. For me, spending time outside has become non-negotiable. Some mornings, I lace up my walking shoes and take a leisurely stroll, greeting the neighbors and soaking in the stillness of the early hours. On other days, I simply pull a chair into the garden, listening to the rustling leaves and admiring the flowers I've nurtured for years. Even if you can't walk far, just stepping onto the porch, breathing in the fresh air, and taking in your surroundings can shift your entire mood. You don't have to travel to find happiness. It's waiting right outside your door. So, take a deep breath, feel the sun on your skin, and remember that every new day is a chance to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. 4. Keep the body moving. I'm not saying you need to train for a marathon, far from it. But keeping your body moving every day is one of the best things you can do for yourself. For me, it might be a slow walk around the neighborhood, a few light stretches in the living room, or even dancing to my favorite oldies. And yes, I still have a few moves left in me. The secret isn't in how hard you push yourself, but in showing up consistently. A body in motion stays in motion, and the older I get, the more I realize just how true that is. Staying active keeps stiffness at bay, helps maintain balance, and gives a natural energy boost that makes everyday tasks easier, whether it's carrying groceries, bending down to tie your shoes, or simply getting up from a chair without struggle. Movement doesn't have to mean a structured workout. It can be a few minutes of gentle yoga, pulling weeds in the garden, or even chasing your grandkids around the yard. The point isn't about being the fittest person in the room. It's about keeping everything moving so you never feel like your body is holding you back. It's easy to fall into the habit of sitting too much, telling ourselves we'll start exercising tomorrow. But once you stop moving, it becomes much harder to start again. Your body is like a well-oiled machine. It thrives on movement. Treat it well, and it will reward you with strength, mobility, and the confidence to keep living life on your terms. And trust me, few things feel better than knowing you can still do what you love at any age. So, put on a song, take a stroll, or stretch a little. You'll thank yourself later. 5. Connect with someone every day. Happiness thrives on human connection, whether it's a long chat with an old friend, a quick call to your children, or even just a warm good morning to the mail carrier. Every day, I make it a point to connect with someone, no matter how small the interaction. Some days, I'm more intentional about it. I might call a childhood friend just to catch up or surprise a neighbor with a small gift, maybe a jar of homemade jam or a handful of flowers from my garden. Other days, it's as simple as a text message or a short conversation with family. These little moments of connection remind me that I am never truly alone, and they fill my heart with a quiet kind of joy. There are days when I don't feel like talking to anyone, when the world feels heavy and solitude seems easier. But I've learned that a little human interaction, even on the hardest days, can shift everything. A smile from a stranger, a kind word from a friend, or even just a shared laugh over an old memory can be enough to brighten the day. And if you ever feel like you're lacking those connections, there are so many ways to reach out. Join a local club, Attend a community gathering or find a group that shares your interests, whether it's a book club, a church group, or even a knitting circle. Connection doesn't have to be grand or complicated. Sometimes, it's as simple as checking in on a neighbor, sharing a cup of tea with a friend, or offering a kind word to someone who needs it. These small gestures weave a fabric of companionship that supports and uplifts, proving that a little effort can go a long way in making life richer and more fulfilling. If you're still watching this video and find these insights valuable, comment 2 below to let me know you're here, walking this journey with us toward a healthier, more meaningful life. 6. Learn something new every day. Every day is an opportunity for growth, and I've made it my mission to learn something new, no matter how small. It could be a fun fact I hear on the radio, a new recipe I try in the kitchen, or even figuring out how to use a new feature on my smartphone, even if it tests my patience. Keeping the brain active is essential as we age, but learning doesn't have to be formal. You can read a few pages of a book, watch an interesting documentary, or ask a younger family member to teach you how to use a new gadget. These small actions keep your mind sharp and make each day a little more exciting. Recently, I started exploring hobbies I had always wanted to try. One of them was watercolor painting. Let me tell you, my first attempt was nothing short of a disaster, but that was part of the fun. I laughed at my mistakes, embraced the mess, and found joy in the process of getting better. There's something wonderful about allowing yourself to be a beginner again, to be bad at something at first, and to slowly improve over time. It reminds me that life is always evolving, and so are we. Learning doesn't have to be overwhelming or complicated. It can be as simple as trying a new dish, listening to a podcast on a topic you know nothing about, or experimenting with a new way to move your body, like a gentle yoga stretch. The key is to stay curious. When you commit to learning every day, you're not just keeping your mind sharp, you're keeping your spirit young. And that, my friend, is one of the greatest secrets to a fulfilling life after 70. 7. Nourish your body with love. Happiness starts from within, and one of the best ways to feel good is by nourishing your body with care and intention. Now, I'm not saying you need to give up your favorite treats. Trust me, I'll never part with my chocolate. But I've learned that balance is everything, and paying attention to what my body truly needs has made all the difference. My meals are vibrant and full of fresh, wholesome ingredients. Think colorful fruits, crisp vegetables, whole grains, and plenty of water throughout the day. It's not just about eating, it's about savoring. I take my time to enjoy the flavors, often turning my meals into a moment of gratitude for the abundance in front of me. And here's a little secret. Eating well isn't just good for your body, it does wonders for your mind too. When I fuel myself with nourishing foods, I have more energy, my mood is lighter, and I feel better overall. If you're wondering where to start, try making one small change each week. Add a colorful salad to your lunch, swap out sugary drinks for a refreshing herbal tea, or start your morning with a nutrient-packed smoothie. These small shifts add up, and before you know it, they become lifelong habits. Food isn't just fuel, it's a form of self-care, and at this stage in life, we deserve to treat our bodies with love and appreciation. 8. Embrace small acts of kindness. There's no better way to fill your heart than by doing something kind for someone else. And I'm not talking about grand gestures or big donations. The real magic lies in the little things, the small, thoughtful acts that brighten someone's day. It could be baking cookies for a neighbor who lives alone, leaving a kind note for the mail carrier, or offering a warm smile to a stranger who looks like they need encouragement. You'd be amazed at how these tiny moments of kindness create a ripple effect, spreading joy not just to others, but back to yourself. Recently, I started writing small thank you notes to people in my life, even for things they had done years ago. The responses I received were overwhelming. It made me realize how deeply we all long to be seen and appreciated. A simple acknowledgement, a few kind words, can mean more than you'll ever know. But kindness isn't just about what you do for others. It's also about how you treat yourself. Let go of that inner critic and be proud of the strong, resilient person you are. Speak to yourself with the same compassion you would show a dear friend. When you make kindness a daily habit, both outwardly and inwardly, you create a cycle of happiness that carries you through even the toughest days. And that, my friends, is a gift that keeps on giving. 9. Take time for reflection. As I've grown older, I've come to appreciate the power of pausing and reflecting at the end of each day. Every evening, I take a quiet moment to sit with my thoughts, thinking about what made me smile, what I could have done differently, and what little lessons the day has offered. This small act of mindfulness has become one of my most cherished rituals. Some nights, I write down my reflections. Not anything elaborate, just a few sentences about what stood out or a lesson I learned. Other times, I simply sit by the window, watching the evening light fade and letting my mind wander freely. Reflection has a way of bringing calm, reminding me of what truly matters and anchoring me in gratitude. It's also a time to celebrate the small victories. Did I take a walk today? Did I reach out to a loved one? Did I try something new? Acknowledging these little wins fosters a sense of accomplishment and keeps me motivated. Reflection isn't about dwelling on what went wrong or striving for perfection. It's about finding peace in the present and wisdom in our experiences. No matter what kind of day I've had, this nightly practice helps me end it with a sense of clarity and appreciation. And that, in itself, is a gift worth embracing. If you're still watching this video and find these insights valuable, comment 3 below to let me know you're here. 10. Surround yourself with beauty. There is a quiet joy in being surrounded by things that bring you peace and happiness. For me, that means creating a home that feels warm, inviting, and uniquely mine. I take the time to place fresh flowers on the table, hang pictures of loved ones on the walls, and keep small trinkets that hold special memories within sight. Beauty doesn't have to be expensive or extravagant. It can be as simple as a cozy blanket draped over your favorite chair, or a delicate vase you found at a flea market years ago. These little details have a way of lifting your spirits and making each day feel a little more special. But beauty isn't just about your home. Step outside and let yourself soak in the beauty of the world around you. Sit in your garden, take a stroll through the park, or simply enjoy the quiet magic of the sunrise. When you pause to appreciate the simple wonders around you, it's like giving your soul a small but meaningful gift. A gift of peace, gratitude, and presence. 11. Celebrate what you've accomplished. It's easy to focus on what we haven't done, isn't it? But one of the most valuable lessons I've learned is the importance of recognizing what we have accomplished. When I reflect on my life, I see a collection of moments, both big and small, that fill me with pride. Raising a family, helping others, learning new skills, these are all achievements worth celebrating. Every so often, I flip through old photographs or letters, and they remind me of all I've done. It's not about living in the past, but about honoring it. Even the challenges I've faced, the moments I thought I'd never get through, deserve recognition. They made me stronger, taught me lessons I wouldn't trade for anything, and shaped me into the person I am today. So take a moment to celebrate yourself. Think about the courage it took to get where you are now, the kindness you've shared with others, and the resilience you've built along the way. You have earned every bit of pride you feel, and you deserve to acknowledge just how far you've come. 12. Prioritize laughter and joy. Laughter truly is the best medicine, and I make it a point to find humor and joy every single day. Whether it's watching a classic comedy, sharing jokes with friends, or simply laughing at myself when I do something silly, Those little moments of joy keep my spirit young. Science backs this up. Laughter reduces stress, strengthens the immune system, and even alleviates pain. It's a free and powerful remedy for a happier, healthier life. But laughter isn't just for the easy days. Even in difficult times, finding something to smile about can make challenges feel lighter and more manageable. It's not about ignoring struggles, but about giving yourself permission to find moments of happiness despite them. One of my favorite ways to cultivate joy is through simple pleasures. Baking a batch of cookies, painting, or spending time with my grandchildren. Joy doesn't always have to be loud or extravagant. Sometimes, it's as simple as sitting outside, feeling the breeze on my face, and appreciating the beauty of a quiet moment. Prioritizing joy invites happiness to take root in your life. It keeps your heart light and your mind at peace. And that, my friends, is the secret to feeling vibrant at any age. So here's my challenge to you. Pick just one of these habits and turn it into a daily practice. You may be surprised at how it shifts your outlook and brings more happiness into your life. And before you go, don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment about what brings you joy each day, and subscribe for more wisdom from a cheerful senior.